8:19, and we're about to have a conversation with DJ Juicy. He's up to something really nice, which we'll talk about later on in the conversation. But before we get to that, let's find out how this whole DJing thing started for him and what he brings to showmanship, okay, and what it all means to him. Because I've watched him play a few times, and he's not only stuck at his deck doing his thing, he really engages with his audience. So let's find out what everything that he is doing has also brought to him and impacted his life with. Okay, hi GC, good morning.
Yeah, hi Lenny.
How are you?
That's right.
Hey, I didn't see that coming. But anyway, good, all good.
Yeah,
All right. Thanks for joining me on the show this morning. For those who have no idea who DJ Juicy is, how do you describe yourself?
Oh, DJ Juicy. I be DJ Juicy.
That's it.
So my name is Toby Joe Kwesi. Yeah.
Joe Kwesi.
Yeah. I'm a Sandyborn, so yeah, Kwesi.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And what would you describe your personality as?
So I would just say like I have two different personalities when I'm working and when I'm not working. So I have two sides of me.
So tell us all the two sides.
Yeah, so you get to see one side when I'm performing. Yeah, so the aggressive side. But when I'm not performing, I'm a little bit chill and calm.
Okay.
Yes.
Would you call it aggressive or would you call it passionate?
Yeah, so it's passionate, but then I'm passionate about it, but then the approach is aggressive.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. Was that intentional?
In a way, just to stand out, to be unique. Yeah, so it's intentional because, you need to stand out from a lot because every DJ has their style. So you need to be noted for a style and your uniqueness. Okay. Yeah.
How did it all start for you? Take me down your career lane.
Yeah, so it all started back from Legon, 2019, when I started the DJing from room to room, playing from room to room.
You were playing from room to room?
Yes. So I was actually at Commonwealth Hall, and then before I moved to Pent Hall. So, back at Legon, those times they used to have drink cups a lot. So from halls to halls and stuff, like room to room drink cups. So that was all the whole DJing started from, yeah. Okay,
were you charging for it at the time?
So
or was it just for
for that side, the main focus was to inspire the youth to how to balance their talents and then education at the same time. Okay. So that whilst you are done with school, you have something to fall back on, because mostly when people are in school, they do focus too much on the academic side, leaving the skill side. So I wanted to inspire the youth, to balance their passion and then talents and education while they're in school. So once they're done, they can fall on something to live on.
So now that you're out of school, how is that messaging working as well for you?
So the education is helping me because, I draft proposals, I go for a different projects and stuff, how you express yourself, how you present yourself, all those things. I do my own proposals, PowerPoint and stuff.
Okay. I actually meant, how is the messaging still helping if you're still preaching the message of balancing academics and then your talent?
So, last week I was at GCTU for their Aquaba week, to speak to the level 100 on their orientation. So I was part of their guest speakers. So
Okay, all right, cool. All right, now that said, right, out of school now, still doing your DJing. Yes, how would you say the experience from school has also helped you with the outside world, which we will call the real world or the corporate world, or the working world? How has that helped you just maneuver and then also now build on your craft?
Yeah, so when I was in school, right, I was building my audience and then my numbers, and then I was also building my network and my relationship, because the people I was working with at school, those SLC organizers, most of them are now in corporate worlds, that corporate offices, and work with brands, that whenever they need DJ, they just recommend me and suggest me.
So now they are your plugs.
Back at school, yes. So the network and then the relationship I kept has helped my brand to be where it is now. Okay. Yes, and then my audience that were at Legon back now, most of them are now, in the outside world, also helping me to, to navigate through the corporate world.
Because you mentioned your brand, if you are asked to describe the DJ Juicy brand in one word, what would that be?
Magnificent.
Magnificent. I like that. In this magnificence as well, right? You're onto a project that you call We Dey Street with DJ Juicy.
Yes,
what informed the creation of this project?
Yeah, so We Dey Street with DJ Juicy, let me just bust your mind. So that project, right? I've written it down in my diary even way before I started the DJing.
Okay.
Yes, because
So what was it then, and what has it morphed into now?
Yes, so it was like when I wrote it in my diary, I wanted to, come back because, I wanted to be a philanthropist.
Okay.
Giving back to the streets and then, helping people with talent and stuff. And then, along the line, God just showed me my path.
Okay.
So I just used that to navigate it. But then this time around, the We Dey Streets with DJ Juicy, the main aim is to project the trotro drivers, the mates, and then the Kayayo people.
Okay.
You see, when you go to the station, some of them are very, very talented, not just music-wise, but then we have dancers there, we have people. I met a mate there, I think day before yesterday. He told me his dream was to be a radio personality.
Okay.
Yes, and a TV presenter, but then he's also at the station there. Yeah, so the main aim of We Dey Street with DJ Juicy is to project those talents, and those people who have passion, not to give up on their dreams. Yeah, so I'm using my platform to project them.
Push them.
Yeah, so
That's nice.
in line of that, I also have one of the the trotro drivers and the station master who is an artist.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, for the purposes of this conversation, right? We may not be able to see him, but I promise you that if you get onto our socials later on in the day, you'll see, him do his ones and twos. What's his name?
Kingstar for real.
Kingstar.
For real.
Ish. So that's how they call him at the station.
They call him Zero.
Ish.
And Kingstar for real there.
Wow.
And he's very popular at the station, but he's also an artist.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I am looking forward to seeing it, when you guys film and all of that. So let's see how that plays out. But back to, your project, right? The decision to throw light on these people, I think that it's out of the box, first of all. So congratulations to you and your team on pulling this off, right? But also, what is that connection to you and them? Also, I'm thinking that you must have gone to these places a lot to be able to identify that they have some born superstars who, one way or the other, have ended up there.
Yeah, so you see, that's why I was saying that based on, the experiences on the shows I've played, I've got the chances to play at most of the ghettos and then the hoods and then the streets.
Okay.
So like last year like this, 3 Music Salah Fest, I was at Alajo. So, I was at Nima. I was at Fadama. I was at Labadi, the Easter Invasion.
Yeah.
So you see, those things as actually, make the streets know me.
Okay.
Yes. So going down, I actually went down to on a low. Then I just asked people that who are the artists in the station, that are trotro drivers, that are mates, that are Kayayo people, and then they gave me the names. So his name kept on popping up. Yes.
Okay.
So when we were looking for the station master where we are going to do an event at, then we met him, and then he told me that he's an artist, and I was like, what's his name? And then he told me Kingstar for real. I'm like, wow, the people are mentioning his name.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So it means that that's how come I got to discover the talent who are on the street and are at the station. Some of them are mates, Kayayo people, and then trotro drivers.
Divine connection. All right, so now on the screen we see a video, DJ Juicy and his people activating on ground. Which station is this?
So this is Madina Main Station.
Madina Main Station. That's the same place the event is happening on the 5th of March, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So that was the activation yesterday.
Oh.
Yes.
All right. Now, for those watching on 3 Music TV, you may not be seeing or hearing. I mean, for those listening on Plus, you may not be seeing. And for those watching as well, you may not be hearing the sound. But we are going to play it right after this interview. So just look out for that, okay? So come the 5th of March, what are you expecting? And then also, what has been the feedback from the people? How are they looking forward to it as well? So your expectations, their expectations.
Yeah, so my expectation is just for us to, if you look at it, you see pre-independence bash. It's 5th March.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a pre-independent bash for them. But then I'm not leaving at the main highlight, that is throwing light on the trotro drivers, the Okada riders who are performing on the 9th. So if you can see, the artists that are on it, King Star For Real, King Mojo, Abisley, RABG. These are artists from the station.
Really?
Some of them are tour drivers.
All of them?
Yes.
Oh, this is really interesting.
They are in the station. They are not the regular artists we mostly see at the at the event.
So let's say that you're just having a concert. It's a concert.
It's a jam.
It's a jam.
But then the main aim is to project the trotro drivers, the Okada, who are on the street that have talent, and then don't have the opportunity to showcase what they have to the world.
Okay. Yes. What are the long-term plans beyond this? What do you hope to achieve? Because if you're going to be going to, I'm assuming that this is not the only place you're going to stop at, right? You're going to go to a lot of other stations, you're going to get on the streets more, you're going to go to a lot of places where you can find these people who are on the streets and have amazing talent that we don't know about, right? But what's the long-term goal? So, for example, you're starting at the Medina market, right? The Medina station, the main station, right? Please. Beyond this, how are you going to help also now hone or groom these talents that they have?
Yeah, so looking at the activation yesterday, the responses. So this is the first one I'm doing. So when I look at the response, right, and I see how it is, I will go back with my team, and then from the feedback, we are not stopping. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. All right. So there's a possibility that you're going to do like a DJ Juicy featuring King Star, or DJ Juicy featuring somebody else, and then put out the song, and then also give them that opportunity. Fingers crossed, hopefully you are able to do that. I mean, if this is an idea I'm giving you as well, then maybe you should consider it and run with it, because I think that it will be nice. Because I already like the idea that you are shining light on them.
Yeah, because already, we already have some streets who are already, calling in. Like they're already texting me from Makola Market. They want me to bring We Dey Street to DJ Juicy to Makola Market. Okay. Nima also calling
down there you find a lot of people.
Yeah, so Nima also calling in, but then this one is just, to start with it. When I see the response, then, I will take it out from there, but I'm not stopping though.
Yeah, and then when you do go to Makola as well, you can also do Cantamanto as well, because that place, I know there are a lot of people there who really want to do things that people do who are out there, in that comedians, actors, actresses, musicians, TV, radio presenters, and all of that. So you should focus on that. It's really interesting that you've come up with this. I think it's very unique, and I can only applaud you and your team. All right. Yeah. So preparations towards that.
Yeah, so the activation yesterday, so big shout outs to Akim, Small Boy, and Nana Beini. Without them the activation would not be possible. So they made it happen. Yeah, so come 5th March, let's all come to push Ghana forward. Okay. Is the culture. I'm pushing the culture forward. So we have people who have taken it to a level. I'm also taking this to another level. Okay. Yes. So let's not forget that we are pushing Ghana music forward, because we don't know who might be the next star from this. From here. Yes, exactly what I meant, saying what I said earlier. All right, it's been a good conversation with the most wanted, magnificent DJ Juicy. The full conversation will be on our socials, especially on our YouTube 3 Music Network, so you can catch that later on if you missed the first part of it. I did mention that we'll be playing the activation video right after this conversation, and truly so, we are going to have a look at that right after. My name is Lenny Lomote. This has been Unpacking. There's more on the show. Okay?